Welcome back to Anime Verse Hub, your ultimate destination for Donghua deep dives, cultivation lore, and anime breakdowns that keep you hooked from start to finish. Have you ever wondered about a master craftsman so skilled that his creations are considered priceless treasures? A man who lost his voice but gained the ability to forge wonders that shake the cultivation world? In the world of tales of hurting gods, there is one figure whose hammer speaks louder than words. Mute, the silent blacksmith of disabled elderly village, a divine blacksmith whose creations are sought after by neighboring villages, and one of the legendary mentors who shaped the protagonist Qin Mu into the hero he became. Before we jump in, drop a comment below. What's more impressive, a warrior who destroys with his strength or a craftsman who creates wonders with his hands? And don't forget to subscribe because we're building toward 10,000 subs and your support keeps these deep dives coming. Today, we're diving deep into the real story of Mute, from his mysterious origins as a remnant of the Ministry of Works to becoming the greatest blacksmith mentor in the Great Ruins. This isn't just a character breakdown. This is the true story of how silence, skill, and dedication created one of the most important figures in Qin Mu's journey. Mute stands as one of the most crucial figures in Tales of Hurting Gods, not as a warrior of destruction, but as a master of creation. He is the village blacksmith of one disabled elderly village in the Great Ruins, where he serves as both craftsman and mentor to the inhabitants. Picture this: in a village filled with disabled elders who are actually legendary figures from a bygone era, Mute is the one whose hammer never rests. He is the one making and sharpening the tools and utensils in the village. He also makes weapons for the others and sells it for a high value. Anything he crafts are very priceless. But what makes Mute special isn't just his skill with metal and fire. He got his tongue cut by someone, which explains his inability to speak. Yet this physical limitation never diminished his ability to communicate through his craft and his actions. His personality is described as calm, serene, quiet, mischief, showing that despite his inability to speak, he maintains a playful and gentle nature that endears him to the other villagers, especially young Qin Mu. Now here's where Mute's story gets fascinating, because his background reveals connections to cosmic events that shape the cultivation world. Mute is a divine blacksmith and also a very famous one, but his origins go much deeper. He is revealed to be a descendant of the heavenly creator of the fake celestial heavens during founding Emperor era. Let me paint you a picture of this incredible backstory. During the founding Emperor era, there existed what was known as the fake celestial heavens. The fake celestial heavens conferred your ancestor the title of heavenly creator and let your heavenly workers create Carefree Village. But here's where the tragedy begins. He then had all of you create Paramita Arc to head to Carefree Village, but it didn't manage to sail there. Hey, we heavenly gods sealed all of you up, thinking you remnants would die within, but never would I have expected that there would be someone who would manage to escape. Mute is described as a remnant from the Ministry of Works of the fake celestial heavens. This means he's one of the few survivors of an ancient cosmic disaster, carrying the crafting knowledge and techniques of a lost divine civilization. Mute possesses something incredibly rare, Vermillion Bird Spirit Body, giving him natural affinity with fire-based techniques perfect for blacksmithing. But what makes this significant is how he uses his knowledge to help others. When Qin Mu struggled to awaken his vital qi, Mute provided the crucial guidance that unlocked his potential. From his guidance to help Qin Mu to unleash his vital qi's power, Mute's cultivation and insight probably was the best except him in the village. The breakthrough came when Mute had instructed Qin Mu to observe fire and water. This simple teaching allowed Qin Mu to awaken both fire and water attributes, something that shocked even experienced elders, as having both attributes was equivalent to awakening both Black Tortoise Spirit Body and Vermillion Bird Spirit Body. Mute's abilities go far beyond ordinary blacksmithing, representing the pinnacle of divine craftsmanship that few in the cultivation world can match. Neighboring villages request cooking knives, plows, and farming hoes from him, but his true skill lies in creating divine-level artifacts that border on miraculous. Prosthetic mastery. One of Mute's most impressive achievements is his creation of functional prosthetics for his fellow villagers. His ears were cut off, and placed in it now was a steel ear that was made by Mute. This demonstrates his ability to create not just tools but body parts that restore function to the disabled. These aren't simple replacements, but sophisticated, divine-level prosthetics that integrate perfectly with the user's chi flow. Collaborative divine forging. His collaborative work with other village elders showcases techniques that transcend individual craftsmanship. When Mute and Blind forged granny-sized treasure dao wheel together, they combined Blind's formation expertise with Mute's material mastery to create something so powerful they had to teleport Granny Sai away to test it safely. This collaboration reveals his ability to integrate multiple divine arts disciplines into unified creations. Teaching through creation. When instructing Qin Mu, Mute explained his profound philosophy. We didn't have the powers of ancient Guan. We didn't have the ways of creation, nor the wonders of it. However, we had tools, brains, perseverance, passion, and dreams. Heavenly works and founding objects are dependent on our hands. We build our own dreams and create powerful machines to make us de facto masters of creation. Material understanding. His approach to crafting involves seeing materials as living entities with unique personalities. In his eyes, the treasures became different beauties. Some were hot, like fire, while some were gentle, like water. Some were as cold as an icy mountain, while some were as elusive as clouds. This reveals that Mute sees artistry and life in every material he works with, allowing him to bring out properties that other smiths never discover. Mute's relationship with Qin Mu represents one of the most important mentor-student bonds in the series, showcasing teaching methods that combine practical skills with profound spiritual insight. Qin Mu formally becomes Mute's disciple in Chapter 4, learning blacksmithing techniques and fundamental lessons about observation and creation. The Vital Chi Breakthrough. What makes Mute special as a mentor is his unique teaching method that proved more effective than other legendary elders' approaches. When all other masters struggled to help Qin Mu awaken his potential, Mute achieved what seemed impossible through simple observation techniques. The revolutionary moment came when Mute had instructed Qin Mu to observe fire and water. This wasn't just casual observation, but a profound meditation technique that allowed Qin Mu to awaken both fire and water attributes simultaneously, something that shocked even experienced elders like Village Chief, who wondered what exactly did Mute teach him to let his vital chi have the fire and water attributes. Teaching through silence. Despite being unable to speak, Mute developed extraordinary nonverbal teaching methods. His instruction came through demonstration, gentle guidance of hands, and the profound lessons embedded in watching a master craftsman at work. This silent teaching proved more effective than verbose explanations, showing students how to truly observe and understand rather than simply memorize techniques. The gentle heart. Despite his rough appearance, Mute may have looked like a rough old man, but his heart was the softest in disabled elderly village. That was why he was the one most susceptible to lies. Thus, he refused to open his heart. This emotional vulnerability, rather than being a weakness, became his greatest strength as a mentor. His protective nature and genuine care made him beloved by the village, and especially cherished by young Qin Mu. Practical wisdom. Mute's lessons extended beyond crafting to fundamental life principles. He taught through example that true strength comes from creation rather than destruction, that patience and persistence overcome raw talent, and that the greatest achievements come from understanding materials, whether metal, stone, or human hearts, well enough to bring out their hidden potential. Mute's origins connect to cosmic history as a descendant of the heavenly creator from the fake celestial heavens during the founding emperor era. As a remnant from the Ministry of Works, he carries knowledge from a lost divine civilization, explaining why his crafting abilities are so advanced. At over 700 plus years old and Divine Bridge Realm Peak Cultivation, Mute's importance isn't measured in combat power, but in his ability to create, teach, and preserve ancient knowledge. His philosophy that mortals can achieve divine creation through tools, brains, perseverance, passion, and dreams become central to Qin Mu's development. In a world obsessed with destruction, Mute represents the power of creation. His gentle strength, master craftsmanship, and wise teaching show that heroism comes in many forms. Sometimes the greatest strength lies in what you build rather than what you break. Mute proves that in tales of herding gods, the most important characters aren't always the flashiest fighters. Sometimes the greatest strength lies in the ability to create, to teach, and to preserve knowledge for future generations. His story is a testament to the idea that trauma doesn't have to define you, that even when your voice is taken away, you can still speak through your actions, your craft, and your care for others. If you're watching Tales of Herding Gods, pay special attention to Mute's quiet moments and gentle teachings. He represents the heart and soul of what makes disabled elderly village special. A place where broken people found healing through caring for each other and raising a child who would grow up to change the world. Let's turn it over to you, fans. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Which is more impressive, Mute's crafting abilities or his teaching methods? How do you think his past trauma shaped his gentle approach to mentoring? What other master craftsman characters in anime inspire you the same way? Should we cover more of the disabled elderly village elders next? If you enjoyed this accurate deep dive into the real Mute from Tales of Herding Gods, make sure to smash that like button, drop your theories in the comments, and subscribe for more Donghua character breakdowns. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the world of a true master craftsman. Until next time, keep creating, keep learning, and remember, sometimes the most powerful voice is the one that speaks through actions, not words.